Hello guys, let's continue with English File Elementary 4th edition. It is a series of video lessons where you can work with this textbook and you have a guide and some explanations if necessary. Lesson number 22. I want to congratulate you guys. Well done. The half of the book is over. Nevertheless, you are in the middle of your journey, so keep going and you will make it to the end. Let's go. Today we have Unit 7a, Selfies, where you will practice the past simple of the verb to be, was were, as you remember, and there are some things to read, to listen to, and to discuss. Everything that you like doing. I hope so. Exercise number 1. Grammar past simple of be. First of all, look at a self-portrait by a famous painter. Answer the questions. Question number 1. Do you know who he is? Question number 2. How old do you think he is in the painting? Question number 3. Do you know any of his paintings? Do you like them? I know that not many people like paintings and artists. Yeah? It's okay if you don't know, but just in case, can you at least try to answer the questions? After that, you will hear an audio guide or just an audio where you can check your ideas. So, let's go.
This painting is a self-portrait by the Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh. Van Gogh was born in the Netherlands on the 30th of March 1853. His parents weren't poor. His father was a church minister and his mother was an artist. Van Gogh's first job was in his uncle's company selling paintings. But later, he was a teacher in England and finally a painter. We only really know what he looked like because of his many self-portraits. Only 3 photographs of him exist, and they are all from when he was young. This portrait is from his time in Arles in the south of France in 1888, when he was 35. He was very poor, but he was happy because of the beautiful light and colours there. This portrait was a present for his friend, the painter Paul Gauguin. Gauguin and Van Gogh were together in Arles for a month. Van Gogh was not strong mentally, and the relationship between them was difficult. After a big fight, Van Gogh cut off his ear and was in a mental hospital for some time. He died on the 29th of July 1890. He was only 37 years old. His paintings weren't popular during his lifetime, and he was never rich or famous. But today, people think that Vincent van Gogh is one of the greatest painters in the world, and his paintings, like Sunflowers and The Starry Night, sell for millions of pounds.
Now let's listen this audio again. And let's look at some sentences and at the test. Sentence number 1. He was born in where? These countries. Sentence number 2. His parents weren't artists, weren't married, or weren't poor. Number 3. Before he was a painter, he was a teacher, or doctor, or lawyer. Number 4. There are no photos, or a lot of photos, or not many photos of him when he was young. Sentence number 5. This self-portrait was a present for the painter Monet, Picasso, or Gauguin. Sentence 6. The relationship between the two painters wasn't bad, wasn't easy, or wasn't complicated. Sentence number 7. He was only 27, 37, or 47 when he died. And sentence 8. During his life, his paintings were unpopular, valuable, or famous. And before you listen to the audio, let's check some vocabulary. A church minister – это у нас служитель церкви. A painting – это просто картина. Look. Кстати, это не только глагол «смотреть», второе его значение также «выглядеть». Ну, например, she looks like a film star. Она выглядит как или она похожа на звезду из какого-то фильма. Light and colors – это у нас свет и цвета, когда мы говорим о картинах. A present – это подарок. Mental hospital – это психушка, либо психиатрическая больница. Cut off – это у нас отрезать, то есть прям полностью что-то отрезать. Здесь будет идти речь о какой-то части тела, даже такое. Complicated – это синоним слова difficult. Конечно, там есть тонкости, пока запомните это так, что можно сказать complicated, можно сказать difficult. Unpopular – это то же самое, что not popular. Я думаю, здесь понятно. And now listen to the audio and complete the task. Let's go.
This painting is a self-portrait by the Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh. Van Gogh was born in the Netherlands on the 30th of March 1853. His parents weren't poor. His father was a church minister and his mother was an artist. Van Gogh's first job was in his uncle's company selling paintings. But later, he was a teacher in England and finally a painter. We only really know what he looked like because of his many self-portraits. Only 3 photographs of him exist, and they are all from when he was young. This portrait is from his time in Arles in the south of France in 1888, when he was 35. He was very poor, but he was happy because of the beautiful light and colours there. This portrait was a present for his friend, the painter Paul Gauguin. Gauguin and Van Gogh were together in Arles for a month. Van Gogh was not strong mentally, and the relationship between them was difficult. After a big fight, Van Gogh cut off his ear and was in a mental hospital for some time. He died on the 29th of July 1890. He was only 37 years old. His paintings weren't popular during his lifetime, and he was never rich or famous. But today, people think that Vincent van Gogh is one of the greatest painters in the world, and his paintings, like Sunflowers and The Starry Night, sell for millions of pounds.
Look at the highlighted verbs in C. Complete the chart. What is the past form of is, are, isn't, or aren't? Now listen to the examples.
7.2.
Vincent van Gogh was an artist. Was he Dutch or French?
She wasn't in class yesterday.
The Beatles were famous in the 1960s.
Where were you last night? You weren't at home.
Сегодня у нас простые глаголы was, were. Почему я говорю простые? Потому что was переводится как был, were переводится как были. В принципе, когда мы говорим о прошлом, мы их и используем. Также, у нас тут под вторым кружочком написано, мы часто используем was, were с выражениями прошлого времени. То есть такими как вчера, прошлым вечером, в 2014, ну и так далее. Я думаю, это понятно. И также запомните отдельно фразы такие как was born, либо were born. Это у нас родился, либо родились. То есть здесь вот такой момент. Одну вещь только скажу. Самая частая ошибка говорить you was. Она возникает потому, что мы переводим как единственное число, как ты был. Но на самом деле помните, что в английском все друг другу на вы, и слово you там тоже стоит во множественном числе. Поэтому будет всегда you were. Можете только на это обратить внимание, а с остальным, думаю, проблем не возникнет. Давайте переходить к практике. Упражнение. В части A нужно переписать предложение в прошлое время, как, например, my father is at work, то есть мой отец сейчас на работе, а если мы хотим сказать был на работе, пишем так, my father was at work. То есть то же самое тут все надо будет проделать. А в части B нужно заполнить разговор с was, wasn't, were, weren't, в зависимости от контекста. Да, и не забывайте, что у нас вместо имени you идет всегда с were либо weren't. Со всем остальным, думаю, справитесь. Вперед, let's go! Все, теперь давайте разбирать эти упражнения. Переписываем просто в прошедшее время. Она сегодня дома, значит, мы пишем вот так вот. Она была дома, she was at home. Где-то сейчас, а здесь где вы были? Where were you? Тяжело произносимо, но самый частый вопрос. Где ты был? Where were you? I'm in Edinburgh. Я вот в этом городе, значит, я там был. I was. Сегодня жарко. Тогда мы просто пишем was it hot? Было ли жарко? Это не открыто сейчас, значит, it wasn't open. То есть это не было открыто. Они не в офисе. Пишем, значит, they weren't in the office. Они не были в офисе. Мы в Риме сейчас. Получается, we were in Rome. Мы были в Риме. Они уставшие. Значит, мы пишем, они были уставшие. They were tired. Мы не опаздываем. Значит, мы не опоздали вон тогда-то. We weren't late. I'm not at school. Я не в школе. Значит, я не был в школе. I wasn't at school. Так, с частью A у нас здесь все. Теперь переходим к части B. Тут нам нужно заполнить с was, wasn't, were, weren't. Ну, поехали прям по диалогу. Were you and Charlie at the concert last night? Yes, we were. Was it good? No, it wasn't. The singer was terrible. То есть певец либо певица, он, она, поэтому здесь was. Дальше билеты это они, поэтому так вот. Were the tickets expensive? Yes, they were. Были ли билеты дорогими? Да, были. Теперь следующий диалог. Where your mother? Это she, поэтому where was your mother born? She was born in Argentina in 1955. Дальше. Были ли ее родители аргентинцами? Were her parents Argentinian? No, they weren't. Нет, не были. Ее отец, her father, was German. Ее отец был немцем, а ее мама was from Italy. Мама была из Италии. Вот такие вот два довольно простых упражнения, но очень полезных. Теперь можно идти дальше. Part number 2. Pronunciation. Sentence stress. Part A. Listen and repeat. Copy the written.
7.3.
He was a painter. I was born in Italy. They were good friends.
He wasn't married. They weren't very happy.
Where were you born?
Where was the hotel?
Was it expensive? No, it wasn't.
Were they at the concert? Yes, they were.
Part B. Listen, say the sentences in the past simple. So, you will hear, I am at home, and you say after that, I was at home. So, just do it.
7.4. 1. I'm at home. I was at home. 2.
He's American. He was American.
3.
They aren't famous. They weren't famous.
4. It's very cheap. It was very cheap. 5.
Where are they? Where were they?
6.
Is she an actress? Was she an actress?
7. You're right. You were right. 8.
What's his name? What was his name?
9.
She isn't happy. She wasn't happy.
10. Are they tired? Were they tired?
Part number 3. Reading. Read the three biographies and number the events in the correct order 1 to 3. Это очень прикольное задание. Смотрите, прочитайте 3 биографии и расставьте все эти события в том порядке, в котором они, то есть, появлялись. То есть, какое было самым первым, какое было самым последним. Данное задание советую сделать полностью самостоятельно, пользуясь предыдущими знаниями, интуицией, и если нужно, что-то подсмотреть в интернете, если забудете какое-то слово. Потом можете сравнить свой ответ с ответом, который будет дан после задания. So, let's go! Part C. Read the biographies again and color them. What can you remember about each person? Вот это вот интересная штука. Ребят, смотрите, снова пробегитесь по тексту, то есть достаточно быстренько, а потом попробуйте рассказать некоторые детали, какие помните. Как раз протестировать свою память. Это просто идеальное задание. Там, кто где был, кто каким был, кто где участвовал и так далее. Просто что вспомните. Let's go. Part D. Which of the 4 self-portraits in this lesson do you like most? Why? Let me answer first. My choice is definitely Van Gogh's self-portrait. It looks professional. I don't know why. He seems to live thousands of years, a quite experienced person. A strange impression. What about you? Part number 4, vocabulary, word formation. Part A. Find words in the biographies for people's jobs made from these verbs. Write, act, sing, paint. То есть, другими словами, это у нас глаголы, а вы из них сделаете профессии. То есть, писать, писатель, петь, певец и так далее. Попробуйте. Part B. Look at the 2 groups below. Other words, verbs or nouns. Can you make the words for the jobs? Сейчас попробуйте сделать 2 вещи. Во-первых, найдите, какие слова в 1 либо в 2 являются существительным, а какие из них глаголы. А потом попробуйте из них сделать профессии. Опять же, да, там композитор, танцор, политик, либо писатель, либо художник, да. Может, многое вам будет незнакомо, попробуйте как сможете, затем сверите свой ответ и заучите новые слова. Вперед!
.5
1.
composer, dancer, director, inventor,
2. Artist, novelist, politician, scientist.
One extra task from me in this case, so it's not in the textbook. Name 4 people who aren't alive. То есть назовите 4 людей, которые не живы, и их деятельность. При этом нужно будет использовать was. Там скорее он, она, поэтому будет только was. Попробуйте назвать еще 3 человек, или даже 4, или сколько сможете, и сказать, кем они были. Хорошее задание. Вперед! Speaking. Okay, questions. Let me answer them first. Сначала я на все отвечу, а затем вы уже после меня про себя. Давайте так. Okay. Do you ever take selfies? По-другому, вы когда-нибудь делаете селфи, то есть снимаете себя на камеру? Actually, my answer is no. And let's answer why. Why don't you take them? I don't take selfies because I don't like my face. I think all my selfies are terrible. That's why I don't like taking them. Next question. Why do you think other people take them? Maybe because they like posting them on social medias. Maybe on Instagram, on Facebook, on VK, and so on. Why not? Do any of your friends and family take them? Some of my friends take them. Especially girls like taking selfies. I think it's okay for them. Do you have any photos of you on your phone that are not selfies? Where were you? Look, of course I have not a lot of, but some photos on my phone and they are in different places. Like, maybe I was in a museum, maybe I was somewhere traveling, or at parties sometimes. Now, answer these questions about yourself. It's a very good practice to speak about selfies, so to speak, and photos. Let's look at your homework now.
Seven 7A. Pronunciation. A.
Who was Andy Warhol?
He was an artist.
Was he English?
No, he wasn't. He was American.
When was he born?
He was born in 1928.
Were his parents American?
No, they weren't.
Lesson number 22 is over, and as usually, I'd like to ask you to click on the like button and check out all the links in the description, VK, Telegram, etc. If you like the videos, you can say thank you by subscribing on Boosty, where you can get extra content that could be useful for your studying. Thanks for the watching, and goodbye.